Hello students, let us again begin with the life process. Today we will be discussing about the respiratory system. As we know, the respiratory system consists of nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs and diaphragm. Now, oxygen enters through the nasal cavity, it goes to the trachea, this is called the bronchi, ends up into the bronchioles, the branches, and finally ends up into the bunch of alveoli. It is estimated that each lungs contains around 1 million alveoli. Now as you can see that the air enters through the nostrils and it goes through the trachea of the bronchi and ends up into the bronchioles and finally goes to a bunch of alveoli. As you can see, the alveoli is richly supplied with the blood vessels. They are actually covered by the blood vessels where exchange of the gases takes place. There you can see there are two colors available. There's a blue color and the red color. Now what happens immediately when the oxygen is taken and it comes to the end in the alveoli, immediately oxygen is absorbed in the artery which is red in color. The blood vessels which are red in color absorb oxygen, and immediately the blue color of the blood vessels which is wetting with carbon dioxide immediately expel the carbon dioxide, and that is how the carbon dioxide is expelled out of the body. Therefore the exchange takes place only when the oxygen enters through this red arteries and the carbon dioxide is expelled through the blue veins. And moreover, this lungs is actually supported by a fluid called pleural fluids which help in is expanding, and when expanding and then collapsing. Let us see the breathing mechanism. The muscles in the diaphragm actually contracts and move down. When you take in oxygen, what happens? The diaphragm present over here, it is moved down and the chest cavity actually expands. That is how the air enters into the lungs. And the moment the air is given out, the diaphragm goes up and relaxes. That's the movement of the upward of the chest cavity, and therefore it contracts. And it is taken care by the it does not allow the friction because of the pleural fluids which I have told you, which is around the lungs. Now let us see the respirations that are going through the process. What happens when you take in food? Food is digested and ultimately stored in mitochondria in the form of a glucose. Now when this oxygen goes inside, they are broken into carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy in the form of what you call it is ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, and inorganic phosphates are present in there. So let us see how this happens. There are two types of respirations, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration takes place only in the presence of oxygen. Then when oxygen is taken, what happens? First of all, glucose prepares pyruvate, which is already in a form of a pyruvate with the help of that is glyceraldehyde, which changes the glucose in pyruvate. Now the moment oxygen enters and pyruvate is taken into mitochondria and they break the glucose, and finally carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy is formed in the form of ATP. In anaerobic respiration, the same thing, even glucose with the help of glyceraldehyde is changed into pyruvate. But what happens in the muscles while playing and all, what happens? They lack oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, they will change into lactic acid and forms energy, though a little bit of energy is given out. The same thing happens in the yeast. When the glucose is broken, in the absence of it, it produces ethanol and they produce carbon dioxide and they also produce energy. But carbon dioxide, we can see when you put yeast in the formation of the bed, you can see the the space in between the bread, it is just because of that carbon dioxide coming out from there, that is called leavening. So finally, let us see how this happens, the breakdown of the glucose in various pathway. So glucose actually changes into pyruvate. If it get oxygen, then only it will change into, the glucose will be broken into carbon dioxide, water vapor, and energy in the form of ATP. That 38 ATP is produced in 1 mole of glucose. But if it is oxygen, in the absence of oxygen in the muscle cells, it will change into lactic acid and energy, and in the yeast, if it absence of oxygen, it will change into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. Thank you.